This recording covers another category of how existing customers use Accelerator. Recycle Excel data direct to Sage. Excel has become a standard for electronic data. Over the years, Excel has superseded various EDI standards and is now the product of choice when it comes to working with electronic data. If you go online to your bank website or your credit card website or your mobile phone website, you will find an option which will allow you to export your data in Excel format. Most business software applications has got the ability to export data in Excel format. The best CAD systems, payroll systems, time management systems, employee expense systems all have the ability to export the data in Excel format. Accelerator will allow you to map Excel data to Sage 200. You simply have to copy your Excel data onto from the spreadsheet onto the Accelerator template and upload it to Sage 200. In order to illustrate this, I'm going to work through a credit card example. So I have here a template for my credit card data, and I have a sample credit card statement. So I highlight the data from the statement and I copy it and I paste it into my credit card Accelerator template. As you can see, I can paste the data right over the transaction date and the goods amount are on the template. But you also notice that a lot of this data is being populated by means of formula. And what happens is we strip certain characters out of the reference and we use VLOOKUP in order to search which nominal code is related to that reference. So say, for example, which nominal code did we use the last time we had this stayed at the Hilton. The nominal code is populated into the spreadsheet along with the VAT code. If I pop into Sage 200 and go to the bank account list, you'll see that I have a bank account here for credit cards and there are no transactions in this bank account at the moment. I pop back into my Excel sheet, I go to Accelerator, go to the cash book payments option and click Save to Sage, and it saves the data from the Excel sheet off into Sage 200. Slip back into my Sage 200, open up the credit card bank account, and you now see the transactions are on the bank account. The next example I have for you is to do with a payroll system. And in this example, we get the payroll from a bureau. And this specific customer had a requirement whereby they wanted to split the nominal posting by employee and job number. So we have an Accelerator template and I have the data from the bureau. So I'll just highlight the data from the bureau. I'll copy. Back into my payroll journal template, and there's a data tab here, and I'll paste the data into the data tab. In order to summarize the data by employee and job number, I use a pivot table, and I have the pivot table here, which, as you see, I got the name and job number in the row area. So I refresh the data, I go back to my template, and in my template it has pulled the data from the pivot table directly into the journal. I have the job number stored in the transaction analysis code, and the employee name is gone into the narrative. To save my data to Sage, I simply go to the Accelerator ribbon, Nominal Journals, and click Save to Sage. And it pushes the journal off into Sage 200. I'd like to go through one more example and where Excel is quite useful. And this is where you have to collect data from other departments in your organization. And the example I have here is an employee expense sheet, which is normally passed out to the various departments, and each of the employees fill out their expense sheets. Next to the sheet we have a tab for Accelerator, which processes purchase ledger invoices. And as you can see, there is nothing in row 32 at the moment. I go back to my expense sheet and I type in another expense. I put it against a specific category. Pop back into my Accelerator template, and you see I've now got a purchase ledger invoice ready to post off for receipt number 854. It is counterintuitive to have to rekey electronic data. Rekeying electronic data into Sage 200 can be time consuming, can be cumbersome, and it can create errors. With Accelerator, you can define maps or templates that quickly move the Excel data to Sage without the need to rekey